Hey, this is Blues Crew and we're at SuperGame 45. You're watching Painting the World Blue.
Yeah! Wait, we're supposed to fight the other team!
Take me to that place so far away from home that my brain waves roam outside this earthly zone. Take me to that place that's extraterrestrial, where angels have wings and their souls are celestial. Take me to that place, let my mind fly free, while my spirit sets sails over the sky's blue sea. Take me to that place where mysteries unravel, enlighten me with truth upon the path that I must travel. Take me to that place where beauty is so ubiquitous that love reigns supreme and conquers all ignorance. Take me to that place where the air is so fresh that I can inhale knowledge, breathing life into my chest. I need to run away, I need to get away, I need to run away, does anybody know the way?
I feel liquid in my beard.
Dude, it's weird. I had pizza in my beard the other day. It was just stuck there.
I can't believe you grew that beard in a week. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Painting the World Blue. We're your hosts, Chris and Anthony, and we have an amazing show in store for you today.
First, we flew out to Portland, Oregon for SuperGame 45, and then we made a 1,300-mile round trip to San Francisco.
But before we get into that, we got some fan mail we get to go through with some comments and suggestions for the show. We want to show you guys that we listen. Here we have a letter from Tony from Buffalo, New York, and he said, "Dear Blues Crew, love the show, love all the travel segments, but just wanted to make one suggestion, is that the height difference between Chris and Anthony while hosting might be a little uneasy on the eyes. Is there anything you can do to fix that?" Well, let's see what we can do for you here, Tony. I think we can get to the bottom of this pretty quick. How's that for a fast turnaround period?
Enjoy the show.
Give us a little history about SuperGame.
It was actually started, that was one of the first big events I played. Bob Shano started it.
Mm-hmm.
He had a place called Hit and Run Paint War Games in Scappoose, Oregon.
Yeah, I remember.
And he
that.
started in the early 80s, and so I heard about that and went and played the SuperGame that he did, and you know, he got great turn. He had 300 plus, you know, back then. It was huge, and
Yeah.
it was the neatest thing. It was a one-day event. Well, eventually we bought the SuperGame,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, we started putting it on, and you know, it just grew. It was probably 4 years ago. We grew it into, say, you know what, we need to do a 3-day event.
Yeah.
We didn't want people to travel long distance just for one day of paintball. Let's put together a little bit of a show.
Sure.
And you know, we ask everybody's input afterwards, and it grew, and to the point that I get you coming out.
Look at this guy. He's got his own photo on his laptop.
Who that?
Who that guy?
Who that?
Who that? Who that? Who that?
Actually, I put that there because it's a Blues Crew laptop, so I put that there for you, Chris, so that way you can see me.
You know, when I use that, when you're not here, well, we'll just leave it at that.
Are you gonna have the pants party?
I do. The no PP, no pants party.
One of the greatest things about coming to these large events around the country is that you get to run into old friends and people like this. I'm here with Sonny Lopez. So tell us about this little bad boy you got going on here.
This is the Karmatech Engineering, the SAR 12. This is one of the betas. This one's actually mine. Right now I have it in the semi-auto mode, and I have a really short, if you notice, it's tremendously shorter than what they normally are. I 3D printed this piece myself, just a foregrip, and I just threw on War Games Caner 14-inch barrel system, the two-piece that's off of the Carnivores. Everybody probably knows that barrel system. It's really light. We used a red dot sighting system that I just checked out at UTG. Can't remember the name, but worked pretty good. Broke off the lids a little quick. But you know, you can reach out and touch somebody with this. I played with it on my back most of the game and had a Bob Long G6R tactical up front.
Nice.
So I was a little lazy on the pump thing.
So you're like Call of Duty, you could go from your primary to your secondary?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. A couple times I got into some bunkers and, you know, a guy wiped a couple too many times or it was too far, and I'd pull it off my back and, you know, whatever little kids are in the bunker with me, they were just like, what the beep? You're like, watch this, guys. But yeah, it's really light, it's really accurate. There was one on the red team, there was one on the blue team. Our beta member Matt was on the blue team, our beta member Paul was on the red team, and then I was out here on Renegade. So
It is light.
these
man.
are game changers. I know some people don't think that some guns could shoot a bit farther, but that sniper competition that we just competed in, David, my partner, he just took first place at the Command Decisions War Game Center, and he was the only manufacturer to hit the 70-yard target and the only manufacturer to hit the 100-yard target. So no other gun even touched those two targets.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really great to get that recognition.
Yeah.
And
So he didn't
it's not like he hit
yeah.
it once. He was a very dominant player.
Oh, the first 70 yards? That's nothing.
Yeah. And yards, like who's trying to shoot somebody a paintball at 70 yards? That's not a thought right now. We looked at each other, we waved, we're like, okay, you're just not going to try to shoot each other. So this is definitely going to change things a little bit, at least for our big games, scenarios, and walk-on.
Well, you heard it here yourself, guys. Sonny Lopez, LA Hitman, bringing it out.
I definitely don't want to get shot by one of these. If you want to shoot me, buy one.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks so
Great
much,
seeing you
guys.
again,
Yeah,
brother.
it's always a good time.
That's a side hug. You see the side hug?
See you guys next time on the field.
This is how you empty your hoppers.
at once.
There we go.
How's it go?
There it goes. Get him in there.
Get it. Almost done.
What's the end result?
There's a whole bunch still in mine. I'm loaded.
We're good.
Yo, here we are, SuperGame. Been shooting this all weekend long. Didn't think it could shoot any better, and then the Planet Eclipse guy comes up and he says, hey, let me mess with your trigger, which I let him do. This thing got better. If there's something better than frozen ropes, I don't know what you call it, but that's what this was shooting for the rest of the weekend. Let's go meet him. He's gonna show us what he did to the gun.
Oregon SuperGame number 45. My name's Jake Smart from Planet Eclipse. I'm one of the traveling pro techs. What I do here is Eclipse sets me up. Any player that has an Eclipse gun, if you have issues with it, you bring it to me. I go through it, make sure it's shooting good. I also take care of teams like Blues Crew. They shoot Eclipse, and we make sure that their guns are rocking. I went through and adjusted some of their settings on them and updated some of the parts on them, free of charge, of course. Do the same for other players. This is what they're running. They're running the Ethos, great gun. They call them a low-end gun. Personally, I think it's more of a mid-range gun. All the way to this little new guy right here. It's called the Ego LV1. I'm sure some of you know what it is out there. Still looks like an Ego, but completely different. Inside, there's an actual lever. I'm going to say lever for the UK guys, that separates the rammer from the valve system. And what that does is it keeps all the pressure from the rammer from hitting the valve so hard and getting that traditional Ego pop and loud. It also, so what that lever does is the geometry of it slows down the valve so you can get proper airflow through the valve, and you control the airflow better for a softer shot. Personally, I have measured this 3 dB less than my Go3 on the lowest setting. This gun literally has no kick to it. Okay. Field breakdown, normal rammer type maintenance on it, normal bolt. But what's different now is we have what they call a gas through pipe. A lot of people say this is going to get you in your way. Nobody complains once they put their hands on it. It is not in your way. I got some pretty big hands, and there's no way this thing's in. I can put 2 fingers in here if you want to. It does not get in your way. Also, you notice there's not a torpedo on it anymore, so you can move your hands up. Let's break it down really quick. Gas through pipe unscrews, telescopes apart from each other, pops out. Ray gun screws. Foregrip comes off. Okay. I want to make sure the markers degas. Okay. A little trick here. You see some people taking tools and pulling this guy out. You don't have to do that. All you got to do is push those two. That little guy drops out. Shake it a little bit. The whole valve, low pressure regulator, and everything comes right out the bottom.
3.
And there you have it.
604.
You can see the valve's quite different. They don't have a big spring in here, cause turbulence. The aerodynamics, if you can see that valve right there, got aerodynamics on the valve there. And that's the whole secret. This guy just goes right back in there.
Here we go.
Screws back together. Gas through pipe. And a lot of people have asked me, hey, is this guy going to unscrew? When a marker's under pressure, you have an O-ring in there, it puts pressure on the whole system, so it doesn't unscrew that easy. And there you go, Ego LV1. This is my personal demo. Loaned it out to like Blues Crew, Desert Edge, and just some local guys just go out and shoot it. The best feedback on it was it felt like it wasn't chronoing. The velocity wasn't up, but they put it on the chrono, and definitely velocity was up. It's so smooth. There we go.
Do not embarrass us, Timmy. If you don't do anything else this weekend, just don't do anything embarrassing. Keep that dirty in your pants.
Why don't we go now and then
Listen, sir, I know we come across a couple lady killers.
Hey, shut the up.
Clearly I wasn't talking to you, big titties. Don't touch that dial. After these messages, we catch up with Derek Roberts of Fog Dock, and then Chris, Timmy, and Anthony tear their way down to San Francisco in this epic road trip adventure. You're watching Painting the World Blue.
What is Blues Crew and what it means to me?
Blues Crew is probably a really good excuse for a really good party.
Blues Crew, to me, has always been a pain in the ass on the field.
You mean my people family? That's what it is.
It means family.
Blues Crew, that's like my second family. I'm one of the cousins they don't talk about too much.
When I first ran into Blues Crew, it was on the field, and they were a demolishing force against all opposing players.
Everyone has their backs. No matter what situation we get into, I'll take a round for any one of them.
Brothers, sisters, honest players.
They work as a team on the field, and then off the field, it's a good time too.
They feed me, they shoot me, they take care of me, give me hugs, and most of the time they smell pretty good.
When I joined, I realized that there was a lot of hard work behind it.
It's like a blue wave coming at you.
Bunch of guys, great ballers. It's a paintball family. That's what it means to me.
We do a lot of marketing, we do a lot of partying, and we still do a lot of mowing people down on the field.
Man, hanging out with Todd from behind the bunker. Woohoo!
Could things get possibly any better?
No.
Yeah, I'm here with my friend Barney.
Yeah, pretty amazing place.
I only get to see Barney when I go to special events, or when I open that private drawer or private file on my computer.
He is a special guy.
He is. And Skeletor.
Yes, sir.
He shaved today for the event, as you can see.
Yes.
Cleaned himself up and put a little makeup on him.
Yes.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Good to see you again today. So, how's things been going for your show?
Good.
I've been using some of your stuff yesterday, and all my lenses and everything. Cleans it up beautifully.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I love hearing it.
Tell us a little bit about your product.
Well, basically what we got is an anti-fog that I created about 13 years ago. It's a paste form. And what it does is basically you go ahead and treat the inside of your lens with just a small amount. It's a gel. Won't hurt your hands. Take a little bit. Just kind of rub the snot in. Then once it's done and dry, let it get to like a tacky film, you just buff it off.
Yeah.
And then what you do, once you got it buffed out, you're done. Nothing. You've got the cleaner spray for your day-to-day easy cleaning. You've got your half-ounce Fog Dock jar, and you've got a reusable microfiber wipe.
Yeah.
And on these, they retail at $15.99, and that gives you everything you need.
This stuff, the cleaner and other, so
all natural.
Doesn't hurt anything.
Doesn't hurt any of the polycarbonate.
Sunglasses.
Exactly.
And stuff.
You don't have to worry about any alcohol-based cleaning products.
Nothing that'll eat the finishes.
Nothing that's going to eat the finishes. Nothing that's going to cause any stress cracks. What's really nice too is it also polishes out any minor scratches to where you're looking past them. We can create any color.
Yeah.
So if a team or a sponsor wants or a vendor wants something different,
sure,
we can provide that. We did this for breast cancer awareness earlier this year, raised a bunch of money for them. So, you know, we just try and listen to what people want.
Do you have a dealer program set up?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Great.
And we make it really nice for dealers, fields, things like that, to where we set our pricing to where you're giving a good product to your customers. Yeah. You're making some money. Everybody's happy.
Sounds good.
I appreciate it,
Thanks,
buddy.
Derek.
Hey, you guys
Take
have
care.
a great day. SuperGame 45.
I mean, what do we have here? 1,200 or 12? What was 1,200?
I heard there was over 1,500 people.
Really? 1,500 field is still maneuverable. No 50-yard line. I mean, it was very.
Now I will tell you, I walked around and I got 1,490. So I really don't know where they got that number from, but maybe there was some people in the bathrooms. I'm not
Rain
sure.
Man.
So.
All right, we just finished up SuperGame outside of Portland. That only means one thing: road trip! We are on our way down to San Francisco, but before we can get there, we got to drive through the National Redwood Forest Parks. They are amazing. You wouldn't believe all the stuff we've seen along the way.
We've seen seals, we've seen gigantic trees, we've seen beautiful sunsets, and we even met a dog named Timmy.
Yeah, a dog named Timmy.
And if you can see now, and I like that I used the word see 4 or 5 times in a row, we are above the clouds here. And below the clouds, above the clouds. It's amazing. We're like a couple thousand feet in the air, and the ocean is directly below us.
It's like we're looking down on the world right now, painting the world blue.
Let's take this back to the old school. We gonna party like we just don't care. Let's take this back to the days of rap when everybody throw their hands in the air. Let's take this back to the old school. We gonna party like we just don't care. Let's take this back to the days of rap when everybody would say, oh yeah.
We're in the giant redwood forest, biggest trees ever.
I learned to respect everyone, to never show fear. Cut myself off after 3 or 4 beers. Gotta be decisive, gotta see the picture clear. After that I'll hit the trees and
yeah, we just drove through a tree.
Whatever, I'll always be clever. Travel the planet, take that for granted, never. That would be a no-no. You're feeling this like, oh no. Whether faster than forward or slower than slow-mo. You won't steal my mojo, I got powers beyond Austin. People think it's jiggy how I shine without flossing. That's an oxymoron, implementing trendy slang. This is how I get down in.
Right here, we have seals. We're in California, just south of Oregon. Let's go see if we can one.
Nature 1, Bovie 0.
After 3 or 4 beers, gotta be decisive, gotta see the picture clear. After that I'll hit the trees and kick something in your ear. To the year whatever, I'll always be clever. Travel the planet, take that for granted, never. That would be a no-no. You're feeling this like, oh no. Whether faster than forward or slower than slow-mo. You won't steal my mojo, I got powers beyond Austin. People think it's jiggy how I shine without flossing. That's an oxymoron, implementing trendy slang. This is how I get down and investigate your brain. Ain't no two the same, we can't all be Einstein. Watching Nightline, thinking about the right time to save the world. In exchange for a girl you fall deeply in love with. I'm saying, man, let's take this back to the old school. We gonna party like we just don't care. Let's take this back to the days of rap when everybody throw their hands in the air.
Man, that thing is right in my face, Timmy. You better buy me a beer before you stick that in my face again. Dude, this chowder, I'm eating chowder from the Fisherman's Grotto number 9. It is delicious. I would suggest that if you come down here and you like clam chowder, you definitely get some of this food. Delicious.
Boom! San Francisco, Chinatown.
We're gonna hit up the Utopia Cafe for some delicious Chinese food.
Let's see how this compares to New York.
All right, let's check it out.
Let's take this back to the old school. We gonna party like we just don't care. Let's take this back to the days of rap when everybody throw their hands in the air. Let's take this back to the old school. We gonna party like we just don't care. Let's take this back to the days of rap when everybody would say, oh yeah. I learned to respect everyone, to never show fear. Cut myself off after 3 or 4 beers. Gotta be decisive, gotta see the picture clear. After that I'll hit the trees and kick something in your ear.
Yo, here we are at Alcatraz. We're in an actual prison cell that was about, what, 5 by 9?
Yeah, 5 by 9.
Something like that. You could actually touch both walls. Couldn't imagine being stuck in here. This place was in commission up until 1963. It lasted about 29 years.
There were some very famous people here, including Al Capone, the Birdman, and Machine Gun Kelly, just to name a few.
There's a bunch of cool stuff that we can check out around the prison. We're gonna go do some sightseeing, and let's get out of this cell before I have to shank you.
All right, but I have to pee first.
Oh, go ahead. I'll watch. Hanley looks in at the sign from the catcher. He gets it, checks the runner back to first, looks back at the catcher, goes into his windup. Here's the pitch. And it's a deep drive to left center field. That ball is back, it's gone. Hansie knew it as soon as he hit it. Look at him round his, oh, he's just counting the pitcher. Rub it in his face. Oh, Hanley looks mad. He throws his glove down in disgust. Well, that's your ball game, folks. Thanks for coming out today and joining us at Alcatraz Prison. There you have it, another epic Party Warrior road trip. I don't know what else to say.
Painting the world blizzu. Blizzu in your peasants. Got to. Motherfucker.
Hey!
Seal fucker. Yeah. If I had 3 wishes, 2 wishes would be bang that seal, and the 3rd wish would be for more wishes.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, okay, then my 3rd wish is to bang that seal again. Yes.
Well, here we are. We just finished another awesome road trip for Painting the World Blue. We toured down from Portland, Oregon, all the way down to San Francisco, and it was a blast.
Yeah, and what better way to end an epic road trip than right here in front of the Golden Gate Bridge? I mean, does it get any better than that? West Coast, Painting the World Blue. Thanks for watching. Twice.
I'm gonna go that seal.
And that's our show. I want to throw a big shout out to Timmy for taking all of our verbal abuse, plus helping us with all the audio and video equipment. Tune in next week as we take a bite out of the Big Apple.
And also go to bluescrewtv.com/live where you can check out deleted scenes, outtakes, as well as register to get free gold coins for Greg Hastings Fields of Battle on your handheld devices. That's our show, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching Painting the World Blue.
Music provided in part by Tommy Moore
My brain waves roam outside this earthly zone.
and Panacea.